All right, all right, all right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to your Season 10 opener here for the Qatar Grand Prix in Division 1. I will be your host tonight, Days Freak, alongside a brand new co-commentator for this league, Mr. Adam Moore, my teammate from last season in F5. How you doing there, bud? Certainly am. Gonna have a short qualifying session because tragically only 13 people were bothered enough to show up for tonight. Perhaps first man out of the pits will be the Red Bull of Ruli Ethan. Everyone trying to get a lap in early. Angus Logan Grunty. Yep. Let's see. Next man will be the Alpine of Dan Burnett. Following closely behind is the Aston Martin of Muddy Biscuit. Following them is the AlphaTauri of Breezy. Let us know in the Twitch chat. Invade, how you doing, bud? Do the final few corners. Right on board with the Red Bull of Ruli Ethan. Out of the final corner now, hammered down, opens the DRS. Across the line now. In turn one, top speed of 198 miles an hour, down to fifth gear, minimum of 110. Out of turn one now, to the short chute of turn two. Immediately followed by a right-hand kink of turn three. Call this whole bit here turn four, but it's actually turn four, followed immediately by turn five. Through the first sector, it's a 26.777 out of the turn six hairpin now. Down to fourth gear here for turn seven. Followed immediately by eight, goes a little wide, keeps it valid though. Real quick right-hand flick into the hairpin that you think is a hairpin, but is not quite a hairpin. Out of turn 10 now, turn 11, heading into the triple right-hander. 12, 13, and 14. Gonna have to have a little bit of a lift here for, no, guess not. He's not gonna be able to do, or he's gonna be able to do the final of those three right-handers flat out. That's the difference between Div 1 here and other divisions in the other divisions in this league. Out of the final quarter, he's opened up the DRS, and across the line is going to be a 121.337 for the Red Bull of Ruli Ethan. How far behind is the McLaren of Grunty, who puts up a 22.0 on the mediums. Very fast time from him indeed. Angus Logan will be the next man to cross the line as his teammates just crossed the line to start his first hot lap of the session. And Jankus across the line, it's a 21.9. 22.2 for Breezy, 22.3 for Muddy Biscuit. Dan Burnett with a 21.5 puts him P2. We got the Haas of Sink Diggles way off the track to avoid causing any contact. Tornado across the line with a 21.2 puts him on pole by well over a tenth. The only man not out on track right now is the Alpine of Verizon 40. And as soon as we mention him, okay, Invade said not good. Spent the last half an hour trying to find a good setup. Oh, believe you me, I know that feeling more than anyone, especially with this game, considering how little I've played it. Right on board with the other Red Bull of PT. Out of turn 10, coming through turn 11 now. Got Invade across the line, puts up a 21.4, puts him P3. PT still flat out. No lift through turn 14. Keeps it valid. Drastic Blaze takes pole with a 20.75. Oh, wow. Almost half a second ahead of... Oh, the McLaren of Tornado as PT almost loses it out of the final corner to the line now. It's going to be a 20.8. He puts it P2. And we've got the Haas of Sync Diggles, who's right behind him on starting a lap now. Check to see if you've added your audio. No? Aaron, let me know if you can hear Adam. If you can't, Adam, leave the party and then come right back. No. Okay, he cannot hear you. Oh. Yeah, let me see if I can invite you. I don't know if I have this. There we go. All right. Sync Diggles out of the final corner now. Opens up the DRS. Heading down the little hill. To the line now. It's going to be a 21.782. It's P7 for the Haas. I've only just noticed now they have not fixed the pit entry for this track. Muddy Biscuit finds over a quarter of a second to improve to a 22.046, putting him up to P9. Next man to look at is Verizon 40. He's coming through turn 14 now. 15, only about 10% off the throttle there. Into the final corner now, down to fourth gear, minimum of 108 miles an hour. Now out of the final corner, opens up the DRS, down the hill and to the line. It's going to be a 1 minute 21.481. It's P5 for the Alpine. All right. No? Seriously? Okay, let me check something. Yeesh. I hate Twitch sometimes. I don't know why the party audio thing's not automatically on. Some streams I'll do it and it'll be automatically on for no apparent reason, and other times it won't be, and it's annoying when I have to remind myself that sometimes it doesn't just do the things I want it to do.
So in theory, that should have worked.
It should have. At least 50% chance, and I guess unfortunately I did not get the coin toss to come my way. Gonna go to the only man now out on track who has yet to put up a lap. It's 26.9 through the first sector for Crazy Fish. Through turn 7, immediately followed by 8. The right-hand kink of turn 9. And then quick run to turn 10. I don't know about you. I'd say turn 7 to turn 10 is one of my favorite sections of any track on any track on this game, I should say.
Yeah, it's a fun one. It's
ooh, big lift there for Crazy Fish through turn 14. Big lift. Might not have the same kind of confidence that most of our drivers have here tonight going through turn 14. Opens DRS now out of the final corner, down the hill and to the line. What can the Ferrari of Crazy Fish put up? It's a 21.487, 1/1000th of a second faster than Invade.
P9
is Grunty. Certainly. P9 for Grunty as he comes across the line just behind Crazy Fish. Who do we have next to look at? Invade has invalidated his lap.
Has.
Invade in the track limits, I assume.
Yes, Tornado will be the next car to cross the line.
That he will be. He's got a Mercedes ahead, though, to navigate. Gotta hope he doesn't get any dirty air from the Mercedes. No lift there, so looking good for Tornado. Very slight lift through turn 15 there. Wide out on the exit on the final corner, opens up the DRS and across the line now. What's it gonna be? It's a 20.8. He improves by almost 4/10, but it's not enough to take pole. Currently sitting P2. Now him and I'm gonna just keep it to PT. Out of the final corner now. I didn't even realize he's actually on a lap. I thought he was on an out lap. Across the line, and he takes pole. PT on pole. By just over 2/10 of a second on Drastic Blaze. 20.548. Do you need that invite? Yeah, I was going to say, it definitely kicked you out. Restart your game, and I'll send you the invite when you need it. Because everyone on my end is good. I don't know, but I'm glad I picked to be the commentator or the streamer now. Oh yeah, that too. Okay, that tracks. Let's see if we got anyone coming out. Gotcha. Grip hacks, of course. Yeah, and I'd say anyone faster than me is definitely doing grip hacks. Of course, that would then include 90% of the league. At least 90. It's not even an exaggeration. That's just point blank. Oh. What car are you driving again? Oh, the Haas. Nice. Okay. My other league, I'm in an Alfa Romeo, so. No. I'd say my least favorite car is the Mercedes in this game. With the camera angle I use. Oh, Adam turned his audio off. Adam, turn your audio back on, bud.
Yeah, it's back on. There we go.
Anyway, as I was saying. Oh, Crazy Fish is retired in the pits. And we got people coming out rather early.
Brave.
And the track acclimatization, what? No, track evolution here at Qatar is a lot stronger than most tracks. I don't know why you would come out with 3.5 minutes left in the session.
I'd say
no earlier than 2:15.
Yeah.
If you're leaving the pit, if the limiter turns off when you're coming out of the pits, and there's more than 2:15 on the clock, you've come out too early.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say.
It's also a very high ERS usage on this track. DR.
That
DRS,
it
yeah.
is. DRS, you're correct.
Very, very high.
I almost wish we could go back to the old rules, the DRS, where during quali in practice, you could activate it literally anywhere on the track, but during the race, you could only activate it on the DRS straight. That would be incredible to watch what kind of times we'd have. You would probably see people in Div 1 trying to do the turn on the dang DRS during the triple right-hander. I swear to you, people would be doing it. I guarantee you. And then some absolute nutcase in Div 5 would definitely be doing it too. Meanwhile, I'd spend like 2 months trying to perfect using the DRS in that part of the track.
So...
We got Muddy Biscuit, the first
started.
man who will be doing a lap. He's just passed a Red Bull coming out of the pits. Could be PT, it could be Ruli Ethan. We're not going to check. We're going to stick along with Muddy Biscuit here for this lap. Through turn 4. Turn 5. Heavy lift for turn 5. I don't think I need to lift that much during turn 5. Of course, most of the laps I've done around this track have been in TT, so I'm not going to say a whole lot about that.
1/10 so far, so it's looking promising.
Turn 9. 4th gear for turn 10. It's only improving by about 0.5 tenth.
Verizon has
Less than that
invalidated his
even.
lap.
Okay. Out of the final corner now, Muddy Biscuit. Down on the power, opens the DRS down the hill to the line, out of ERS. It's going to be a 21.946. He improves by 0.1, but it's not enough to improve his position. He will stay P12 with less than a minute left in the session now. And the man behind him is not PT, it is really Ethan. Oh, we got a car around. It's a Mercedes. It's Invade. Genghis Logan hasn't come out of the pits at all. I'm not sure why he stayed in the pits. Tornado setting up his lap now. Revs out the engine in 4th gear there into the final corner. Got a Haas right behind him. I think he's going to be giving Sink Diggles a bit of a tow here. But he's also going to be giving him a lot of dirty air through the middle sector and final sectors.
Absolutely.
Dan Burnett and Invade have both retired into the pits now. And PT has improved his time even more. Wow. We got Drastic Blaze, who's invalidated his lap. Tornado. What can he do? We're going to ride on board with him. Not improving the first sector. He's lost 11 thousandths of a second. We got 2 drivers coming out of the final corner. One of them's a Red Bull. He's up by almost 3/10 in the first 2 sectors. How much more time can Ruli Ethan find as he crosses the line now? It's going to be P4. 20.9. It's a green sector 3. That could be the game playing tricks on me, though. I'm going to go
Verizon Bales.
He is diving into the pits. Tornado, he's found less than a 10th. He's found some time, but not much. Going to move over to Grunty. Grunty across the line.
It's P6.
Does improve by almost 4/10. Teammate Tornado now. Opens the DRS, coming to the line. Got yellows in sector 3. It's for Sink Diggles. Tornado does improve, but it's not enough for pole. It's P2. And we got a very slow-moving Tiny Tinas. Sink Diggles invalidated his lap and going incredibly slow, so that will be qualifying done and dusted. Your man on the top step for qualifying, Piney Tinas, followed by Tornado, Drastic Blaze, Ruli Ethan, Dan Burnett, followed by Grunty. Oh, I needed a drink there. After Dan Burnett, you've got Grunty P6, P7, Verizon 40, Crazy Fish, Invade, Sink Diggles, Genghis Logan, Muddy Biscuit, and Breezy P13.
It's a chilly one for those of us in the UK tonight.
Oh, it's a chilly one here in America, too. It's only 23 degrees Fahrenheit.
I can't work that out. We've run at Celsius.
-5. It's -5
Okay.
for you guys' measurement.
We're at, well, where I am is -2 at the minute.
Yeah. Got a good bit of snow out there as well.
I think we're due some midweek time. Looking for no heroics into turn 1 from the drivers tonight.
Yeah, you know the deal. No heroics into Sandoval.
Yeah, go through the Twitch chat. Let's see what we've got. Bonus in the chat. And Piney Tennis is fast AF. My goat is Muddy, my predicted top guy from RSF1 on. Any other predictions from the Twitch chat? Who do you think's going to be up there? Horizon 40 me, of course.
Holy mother of everything. That was hard. I just had to carry my kids to bed. and bed frame up the stairs. And I knew I didn't have a whole lot of time, so I kind of just
Through it?
gave myself a heart attack to do it. So forgive the excessive heavy breathing.
I think we're all used to heavy breathing these days.
Alright, so your starting order for this race. We got Tiny Tinus, Tornado, Drastic Blaze, Ruly Ethan, Burnett, Grunty, Verizon 40, Crazy Fish, RSF1 Invade, all on the hards. Then Sink Diggles, Jangus Logan, Muddy Biscuit, and Breezy, all on the mediums. And that is your starting order. I gotta catch my breath. Ooh-wee.
Correction, Jengus Logan on the hards as well.
Oh, my dog isn't happy with the sound of anything, frankly. There, Hunt.
Blaze, Tornado, Tiny Tinus and Muddy, in that order. Verizon and Burnett cooking.
Jangus has rejoined the session. Oh boy, that's not super promising.
Be interesting to see who is going for a one-stop or a two-stop.
I imagine everyone's going to go for a one-stop. Doing a two-stop only works if you get a safety car to help you out.
I did have a practice, and a one-stop does push it.
Oh, PT gets a disqualification for a misalignment on
Drastic
the grid.
Blaze,
So does Drastic Blaze. Tornado might have an absolutely killer start here. Get lights on at 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go here for the start of Season 10 and the Qatar Grand Prix in Division 1. Finding Tinus does not get the best of starts, but Tornado doesn't get the start we thought he would. They're still side by side here in turn 1. Oh, it's Tornado around. It's Red Bulls 1-2 now. Gonna go on board with Dan Burnett to watch the battles. A three-way fight here for P4. Or 5, I should say. Do not want to go side by side here through turns 4 and 5.
Grunty's hunting all over the back of Invade.
Certainly is. Looking for any mistake from the Mercedes.
Tiny Tinus already pulled out 8/10 on Ruly Ethan.
Certainly has. He's got a huge gap already.
And Drastic Blaze hounding Ruly Ethan.
We got Ruly Ethan with a little bit of an extension there. Will that result in a warning? Currently your biggest movers, outside of course Tornado down in P13 after starting P2. Breezy in the pits. Your biggest movers up the field are Jangus Logan, Muddy Biscuit, RSF1 Invade, and Verizon 40, all going up 3 spots each. We got Drastic Blaze taking P2 away from Ruly Ethan, so he can now focus on the other Red Bull of PT. What tires are Breezy on now?
Breezy has gone onto the softs.
Oh, that has to be a mistake. Not by the game. I definitely believe he went onto the softs. I think he just made a mistake on his tires.
Yes.
Not sure why he would do that.
That's another 2 stops, I would say. Those softs won't last very long. Ruly Ethan trying to get the plates back from Drastic Blaze.
Drastic Blaze has caught. Ooh, look at that. Horizon 40 having very creative interpretation of track limits outside of turn 15. Basically, looks like he just kept the pedal to the metal and just straight up ignored the track limit.
Burnett with a move on Horizon.
Yes. May have allowed him through because he might. I think he knows Dan might be a little bit faster right now. We've got an excellent helicopter view right now of Dan Burnett and company behind. Breezy in the pits again because he knows he made that mistake. He did not want to go on to the softs. Unfortunately, I think he started on the hards.
Breezy now going on to mediums.
Hello, JD Double Noob. How you doing, bud?
See if we've got a close battle.
Fight is Invade on the back of Horizon 40. Only about a car length and a half between the front end of the one and the back end of the other. Runty also very close to the back end of Invade's car. It's a good run out of turn 15 there, but he's obviously not going to be able to do much of it.
Could have a chance with DRS down the main straight.
Go over to him. Oh yeah, look at that. He's got it and he's gone.
Oh yes.
Is he going to be able to pull away now? PT has yet to experience any of the dirty air, and believe you me, if you haven't experienced dirty air in a race and you get past, trust me, it is a culture shock in this game.
Yes. Crazy Fish with the
first
penalty.
3 seconds.
And Diggles goes past Crazy Fish.
Full quality. No, you did not miss full quality. It was short quality. Ooh, Drastic Blaze almost losing the car out of turn 6. Because of that, it's an absolute gaggle between the top 3 right now. Especially PT right on the gearbox. Drastic Blaze. Blaze going a little wide out of turn 10 there. Gonna go down to Grunty, who's incredibly close still to the back of Invade's car.
That's a 5-car battle we've got there, starting from Burnett all the way down to Jengus.
Grunty with a much better run again out of turn 15, but he can't do anything with it because of turn 16. Can Grunty get a move done? I don't think he can. It doesn't look like he's got the straight line speed.
Horizon takes Burnett.
Oh, that's not the only one. It's Tiny Tanis and Drastic Blaze. And really, Ethan's just hoping they don't crash because one of them is his teammate. Look at how much these top 3 have pulled away from the pack. Almost 3 seconds between P3 and 4.
Burnett very close to the back of Horizon there, his teammate.
No, we only have 13 people here. We didn't see a reason to do full quali. If we're gonna do full quali, we'd have to have at least 15. I'm pretty sure.
That is right.
It's either 15 or 16, and I'm pretty sure it's 15. Invade now with a 3-second time penalty. And PT is incredibly close to the back of this Alfa Romeo. He's pretty much guaranteed the overtake here, regardless of DRS or not. Oh, he's going around the outside. That is an incredibly risky move there. Sheesh, I just switched to Dan Burnett instead of really Ethan. Yeah, I don't know how he kept that. PT, I guess, didn't use much of DRS at all there.
No.
And Drastic Blaze must have used all of it, about as much as he could, I guess. He's down to 48 versus 68 for PT, so 20% difference, and really Ethan's smack dab in the middle of that with 58%.
Invade with 30% left, 32.
Yeah, and Dan Burnett, the lead of this 5-car battle, he's got 82%.
Genghis with just 19%.
Yeah, Grunty is also saved up a good bit of it. He's almost full. And Genghis having only 19% might be all you need to know about how much he's had to fight just to keep in line with these guys. Certainly is bold driver. He's absolutely insane. I don't think I would have ever gone for that move. With that little amount of space on the outside line, I would have just taken the inside. Once again,
he's going
around the outside again. No, he backs out.
That backs out of it.
Backed out.
Good
He saw
move.
Drastic Blaze close the door. He backed out. It's a very, very intelligent move there. Ooh,
Roll Ethan
going
very
way
wide.
off at turn 1.
Sub message not working. If you go off the stream and back on, it should pop up. Everyone seems to have settled into a sort of rhythm now.
Yeah, certainly, although
Diggles with the 3
not going to
seconds.
not going to stop Invade from trying to make an overtake here. Going along much safer than the real Qatar Grand Prix did.
Oh yes. Oh, Piney Tina's
There we go.
very slidey out the back end there.
Yeah. Top 3 just sticking in long, staying along in line.
I think if Piney Tinas doesn't get past Drastic Blaze soon, he may want to let Rule Ethan have a go.
And Jangus Logan's left. Please send him an invite as quickly as you can.
Certainly will. It says he's offline.
Send him the invite anyway.
I have
Doesn't
to.
matter.
Yeah, he may want to let Ethan have a go. I mean, first race, there's still plenty of points up for grabs.
Still the closest battle. Oh, actually, we've got a pretty close battle here for P9 between Crazy Fish and Muddy Biscuit. Sink Diggle's not far behind either.
Ethan has left the
Crazy
session.
Fish. Really, Ethan's left now? Okay. Yeesh. We got a crash? What has happened? Oh, Sink Diggles! Oh, what has happened to Sink? I've just heard him hit the wall. I got no visual on any damage. Yes, he is missing his right end plate. Jangus Logan and Crazy Fish. The AI of Jangus Logan has just turned Crazy Fish. Oh my god.
Oh.
And
That
apparently
is-
Crazy Fish has gotten penalized for it. That's okay. That's something.
Yeah, yeah, it is that. I have sent invites to
In the middle of
Logan
all that,
and Ethan.
Piney Tinas has gotten past Drastic Blaze. Oh dear. Angus Logan's gotten past Sink Diggles, apparently. That could end horrifyingly. And Ruly Ethan has lost over 3 seconds to the lead gap, to the lead cars. What has happened to him? We're going side by side into the... No! Not a good idea! That's what I was going to say! Oh, boy. No. Back out. Oh, my God. Please tell me he did. Oh, he did. Oh, man. Dan Burnett now falling victim to whatever it is that's happened in the last 2 to 3 laps. There's Jengus, Logan, then Ruley Ethan both. I think it was Ruley Ethan that dropped out.
It was. I did
That's
send
why.
the invite
Oh,
back.
jeez, and the ghosting's not on. That's why this is happening. Oof. Yes, AI should be ghosted. We're not entirely sure why it's not. I'm obviously not lobby host. I couldn't do those settings even if I wanted to. And at the same time, I imagine the lobby host did put the ghosting on, and then the game decided, no, I don't feel like it.
Got Muddy Biscuit in onto a set of hards. Sink Diggles also in onto hards.
Probably go to the end. As is Sink Diggles, I imagine.
I think Diggles started on hards.
Greetings, Rasmussen. How are you, bud?
Grunty all over the back of Invade. They are the closest on track at the minute.
Kind of confused right now with the settings and stuff.
Yes, yeah, very confused.
Check the settings for the lobby. Grunty has gotten past Invade now. It's P4 for the McLaren. I was gonna say I think unfortunately we're a little too far now. Too far for a restart there, Nifty. After everything that happened last season, they made some rules about a certain distance.
Yeah. I think it was it 25%? It went past 25, so.
You know, we're well past 25. 25 here would be like lap 8, and this started happening right after that. So
where would the ghosting be?
Just look through all the settings.
Damage reduced, car damage rate standard, collisions on.
Invade catching up to the back of Grunty. Not going to be able to do anything about it there, though. Dan Burnett on Ruley Ethan looking to take P6. Somehow Ruley Ethan's AI is as fast as Dan Burnett with DRS. I'll never understand how that makes sense, but here we are.
Off for griefing, I believe it is, and it is disabled. So it is
the
not
ghosting is disabled?
It is.
Oh my god.
I believe that's what that one is, and yes, it is disabled.
Yeah, we need to check these settings as soon as we join quali. And before the race starts, like in that 5-minute waiting period between quali and the race, check it again. Just to triple check our settings to make sure they're all prim and proper.
Tornado all over the back of Ethan. 1/10, and he's going.
Oh my god, the AI!
That was a bit close.
Have you been able to invite Ruley Ethan back or no?
I did invite him. I will send another.
Thank you.
Did Jengus get back in?
I haven't seen him come back in, no. boy. All right, we still got a 3-car train here for P3 between Verizon 40, Runty, and Invade. Best part is none of these 3 are AI.
When did Piney Tina's get a penalty? When did that happen?
I think like a lap ago.
Okay.
Got 3
I was getting
seconds
3
for
seconds.
Invade, 3 for PT, 8 seconds for Crazy Fish, 3 for Diggles, and 3 for Breezy.
Closest battle on track is for the lead.
So we will stick along with the leaders for now.
Oh, Relieving has joined. Excellent. He's not going to be happy that he's now down in 8th. Drastic Blaze takes the lead. Well,
Still
retains
side
the
by
lead,
side
should I
though,
say.
a little bit of contact. On board with PT. Oh, Drastic Blaze locks up the rears just a bit, almost threw his car into the wall. Probably not, he would have just done a 180, but still. Sink Diggles with yet
Within the
another
3
3-second
seconds.
penalty.
Grunty, Verizon, and Invade.
Whose Discord is pinging. That's mine. Shit, I can turn it off for a moment. Where do I turn it off? Oh, wait, there it is. Bro, probably is Locker's screaming at me to restart it. Because I haven't gotten the actual private messages from him, so I don't know. We got PT in the pits now after just 14 laps on the hards. That is incredibly early to be pitting off the hards.
I did say that they might not last. Onto the mediums, 14 laps on
Going
the
on to
mediums.
the mediums.
He'll be cutting it close towards the end of the race for that.
Yeah, real close. If he can only take these 14 laps, there's no chance he's going the rest of this race on mediums.
He needs to hope for a safety car around lap 22, I would say.
Got a helicopter view on Tornado, so we'll just keep it here for a moment. It's helicopter view above all. Drastic Blaze now diving into the pits. Invade with a 3-second time penalty. That's his second one of the race. Gives him 6 seconds. Grunty into the pits.
Grunty
Verizon
in.
40 and Invade both stay out. Will Dan Burnett come in?
And
He will. Tornado stays out.
PT has just been in. Eaton boxers.
Watch where he comes out in relation to Drastic Blaze. There's the Alfa Romeo. He has passed
He has passed.
Drastic Blaze by a good bit. He has got net P1.
Lovely undercut.
Let's see penalties. Okay, again, 6 seconds for Invade, 3 Piney Tinas, 3 for Crazy Fish, 3 for Breezy, and 6 for Sink Diggles. Got Breezy, who's done 12 laps on the mediums. If he can do 12 laps on the mediums, I imagine he could pit now go to the end on hards. He hasn't used his set of hards yet, I don't think.
Did he start P13?
No, I don't think so. Nato in having a bit of a comeback drive after getting kind of pushed
flipped
off.
the inside of the wall on the way into the pits.
Uh-oh. Do you have damage?
Not sure there was any damage.
Don't see damage on that wing.
No, he's good, he's good.
Crazy Fish with another 3-second time penalty. Tiny Tinas with the fastest lap of the race. 1:23.484.
With a 1.8 second lead over Drastic Blaze now.
Horizon 40 currently 13.6 seconds off the leader. So if he wants to make those 2-lap pressure mediums count, he's going to have to really push these first few laps. Even then, he'd have to hope for something. Like a giant lockup or a series of lockups. Closest battle we got on track right now is between Ruly Ethan and Muddy Biscuit. Ooh, Muddy losing the rear end just a bit there. 7 laps on his hards here.
Tiny Tinas' fastest lap is 1.4 seconds faster than anyone else currently.
Drastic Blaze putting up a personal best lap himself. But it's still almost half a second, or still over 4/10 slower than BT's best lap. Side by side here in turn 1 for Invade in Horizon 40. He's going to have to back out of that. Oh, neither of them do.
Drastic Blaze with 3 seconds. He did not need that.
No, he didn't. He needed to stay within 3 seconds of PT to possibly take home the win. But now with his own 3-second time penalty, he's going to have to pass him on track or hope that PT gets another 3 seconds.
Invade and Horizon 40 have been together through pretty much the whole race.
It certainly is a golden name. Oh, man. Both of our leaders pretty low in ERS right now. Yeah, we're certain. That's why I'm just calling him PT. Runty having a bit of ERS, but not a lot to play with. Neither does Horizon 40. Invade's almost completely empty.
Invade is
Dan
flashing.
Burnett so for the highest. Yeah, he's in the single digits now. Tornado, not a whole lot. Sink Diggles with yet another 3 seconds. That's 9, I think. Yeah, 9 seconds for him now. Crazy Fish gets within 3 seconds of him. He's going to take home P10.
That could be a valuable point come the end of the season.
Mid-30s, low 20s for Sink Diggles. 30 and dropping, 35 and 58. Jengus Logan right now has the most ERS of anyone in the field. Unfortunately, the field's pretty far spread out, or else that would actually help him out a decent bit. Oh, this track is bumpy AF to begin with, but yes, spectating it makes it look like it's an absolute bouncy house.
Breezy's mediums are now 16 laps old.
Yeah, I'm honestly shocked he's able to still drive 16 laps. Not as easy to tell with tire wear. like it was in the old game. I can't really tell if his tires look that worn or not.
No, you could see the graining and everything on the others.
Vade looking close to an overtake, but he's not quite there. Drastic Blaze is now only half a second back.
He's
on
caught that time up in.
Hyenas.
He's caught that really quick.
Oh yeah, and that hairpin right there, he caught over a tenth and a half. Which isn't a lot, but when you're this close to a guy, a tenth and a half is a huge, huge gap.
I'm wondering if PT has taken too much out of his tires, pushing them fast laps in when he came out.
I'm thinking that's exactly what happened. Ruley Ethan now with a 3 second. He's retired. Wait a second. What's happened here?
Well, Ethan has what?
He's retired on track. He got a 3 second and he just retired on track. Why did he do that? Breezy going on to an old set of softs. Softs cannot go that far, especially not one that's already used.
No.
Oh, look at this. He keeps the wing closed. He closed the wing about 400 meters short of the corner. Did not want to get the overtake done yet.
I wonder if he is trying to build his CRS back up.
Maybe. Oh, here's something I didn't know before. PT is low on fuel.
Oh!
At the rate he is going, he will run out before the line. If Drastic Blaze continues to stay on his gearbox like this, he'll pass him right at the line. And they're side by side now, and Drastic Blaze is just taking P1 with a lap car right behind him. What has happened? Is PT giving up the... Yeah, he's giving up the position because he's on the verge of running out of fuel before the line. Every time he gets through a corner, you see the light go off, but then it comes back on the moment he gets on the throttle.
I will keep an eye, see if there's some lift and coast going on. I think he's going to have to.
He's going to have to stay behind Drastic Blaze, but this could be quite a finish.
DRS wide open.
If I was PT, I would lift off the throttle ever so slightly. It doesn't save much, but when you're on the verge like this, trust me, it's enough. Of course, I'm also the king of lifting 300 meters before the braking zone, so don't take everything I say too
Tornado,
too
go for a move
seriously.
on Burnett. Gets it done.
That he does before the braking zone as well. It's
Way
P6 now
before the
for
braking
the
zone.
McLaren. Crazy Fish gets another 3 seconds. That, I think, puts him on level with St. Diggles, and it does. They're both at 9 now. And the worst part for Crazy Fish is he's over 2 seconds back. He's not going to be able to take that position back. Oh, actually, he might, because St. Diggles is on 12-lap old hards, on 6-lap old mediums. He's going to have to catch him fast, though. We're going to keep an eye on our leaders, though, specifically PT, who's still low on fuel.
Invader started to drop back slightly from Verizon.
Breezy with a 3-second time penalty.
Closest battle is
Right
the
now, I think
leaders.
Breezy's just hoping. Right now, Breezy, I think, is just hoping for the 2 of the top 10, or even Jengus Logan to just retire or decide, I don't want to race anymore and leave.
JD always.
Otherwise, he's going to be a lap down in P12.
I did the same. I do 3 laps over around here, if not a little more. Grunsty's sort of in a race on his own at the minute.
Still low on fuel. He might have to continue lifting. And then just hope Drastic Blaze gets another 3 seconds. Right now, the dirty air he's getting.
The only way he's going to get anywhere near.
I'd say you'd think with the dirty air he's getting, PT would start to lift a little early. But
yes.
And if he is lifting, maybe it's not working. Maybe he's still losing fuel. There are certainly some tracks in this game. Oh, huge lift there. Okay.
Very early.
That is a day's level lift there. Especially as a man who underfuels almost every single race by minimum half a lap. If you don't believe me, ask Locker or Aaron or Stars Orphan or any of the other guys who've been here at least for 2 seasons or even 3 or more.
Or me.
Oh, yeah, no, you. We were teammates last season. I tell you all the time that I'm underfueling by a lap or so. And every time I'd say that, you'd have an anxiety attack.
Yep.
And then I'd only get to the line by the skin of my teeth. Don't get used to that, bro. I've been doing it since how he started league racing, okay? Like, I've been doing this since I was I've been doing it every single time. I always do that. I hate having extra fuel. It burns. It's the bane of my existence. Anytime I see that green light, I'm just like, no, you're not allowed to be here. Go away. And then I wonder why I'm 30 seconds back at the line.
I can't do it. I have to overfuel.
Pens, please. I got you, Cornish. We got 3 seconds for both of our leaders. We got 6 for Invade, 9 for both Sink Diggles and Crazy Fish, and 6 for Breezy.
Invade is getting closer and closer to Verizon 40, but with the penalty, it won't matter.
Invade actually, right. Oh, yeah, he's got 6 seconds. Tornado might end up getting P5 off him. As long as he can stay in that gap, he's got to stay within 6 seconds, and he'll get another position. Pretty big day here for McLaren.
So tires, Drastic Blaze 9-lap old mediums, PT 10, Grunty
and
9.
Sink Diggles with another 3.
Oh.
Sink with another 3. That gives Crazy Fish another chance, possibly, to take another point away from Sink Diggles. I know this isn't the most earth-shattering news for anyone here, but it's Qatar. It's never a super interesting race. Let's be honest with ourselves just for a moment. Sometimes it can be, but for the most part, it is a it's a slugfest. Frankly, it's a slugfest. Crazy Fish only 2 seconds back, so far still in the gap. We will keep our eye on that. We're gonna go over to PT and Drastic Blaze. See, business as usual there. Verizon 40. Still holding off Invade. I think Invade wants to get past Verizon purely so he can try to get away from Tornado so he can at least keep P5. But if he doesn't get past Verizon, he might not have a chance.
No, Tornado is bringing that gap down ever so slightly.
Certainly is, especially in the middle sector. Down to 5.2 there just for a moment. 5-1, 5-0. With all that clean air, he's probably going to catch him. You are a king.
The Biscuits and Sink Diggles both on 16-lap old hards.
16-lap old hards. I feel like if you're this far back, you could just pit. I mean, they both could pit. Come out a decent bit ahead of Genghis Logan and then pull away.
That extra point could be crucial.
Well, actually, I don't know if St. Diggles would be able to pull away. He'd have to pull a 12-second gap. Oh, Crazy Fish with another 3.
Oh.
It's now both with 3 seconds. Another 3 now with 12.
Invade go past
meanwhile,
Verizon.
Gets past Verizon, but now he's got to pull that gap. Let's look at it right now. As of now, it's just over 5 seconds between Invade and Tornado. Invade looking to try and keep P5. He's not going to be able to pull 6 seconds on Verizon 40. That much is obvious, but he might be able to get away from Tornado. Do St. Diggles or Crazy Fish risk hitting now, knowing they might lose their position and their fastest lap point? Currently, the fastest lap belongs to Piney Tinas with a 23.484. Your last chance to take that lap is to pit this lap. At the end of this lap, you're going to have to pit.
PT still on low fuel.
Yeah. I think he might be too far gone. I think his fuel's going to run out long before the line now.
Yes, I do believe it is.
And Grunty's only 8.6 seconds back. He's not going to... He's going to have to hope that he runs out of fuel only about 50 feet before the line instead of 5 feet.
That was a very early lift. I would say that was a good 100 before the braking zone there. Invade at the minute has 5.4 seconds over Tornado. It's not enough.
It's not pulling away far enough. He did not save enough ERS. You look at him now, he's just not got
Diggles
much.
with another 3
Diggles
seconds.
with another 3. Crazy Fish. Oh my god, this is becoming the best battle here. Just watching these two try to avoid getting another 3 seconds, honestly. These are the kind of moments we live for, boys. These are the kind of moments. Tornado now with 3. Oh, that's helped out Invade hugely. Wow, he's going to at least keep P5 now. And Tornado's going to have to find 1.7 seconds in one lap. And he's low on fuel, too, so I don't know if he can do it.
PT is
another man
flashing
low
red
on fuel. St. Diggles. PT across the line to start the final lap now. He is flashing red. He's got no ERS whatsoever. Nothing left in the battery. And they're coming up on a lap as far as Jangus, Logan Jangus gets out of the way. We got yellows now in the sector. It might be just because, yeah, it's just because Jangus moved out of the way so quickly.
Yeah.
And here's another crazy thing. Drastic Blaze is still not flashing on his fuel. So he's got more than enough to make it to the line and maybe even do another lap.
Yeah, I would say he has.
Ooh, PT losing it a little bit out of turn 7 there.
Big lifted coast again.
Yeah. I don't know if he can get there. It's going to be a huge worry.
Oh,
we got a yellows. Oh, he's out. He's out. He's run out already. He's going to have to coast to the line.
Oh.
Grunty, we're going to run on board with him. It is very likely, especially with the 3 seconds for PT.
What a
out
finish.
of the final corner, Drastic Blaze is going to cross the line and win, but we're going to stick on board with Grunty. Grunty absolutely flying. He's using everything left in the battery.
He's got him.
And he's going to get him across the line. It didn't even need the penalty. It's P2 for Grunty. Probably the happiest he could possibly be. Verizon 40 takes home P4 on track and after penalties. It's Invade P5, P6 Tornado, who's also run out of fuel. Dan Burnett now is P7. A solid race from the Alpine driver. Nothing more you can say about that. And St. Diggles suddenly gets a 10-second penalty. What?
That means Crazy Fish has got him.
Well, Crazy Fish got him on track as well because look at this. St. Diggles ran out of fuel before the line as well.
What a finish.
Grunty has got to be the happiest man on the track, outside, of course, our winner, because he got the position about 30 feet before the line. The absolute scenes. Insane. Oh, wow.
What a finish.
Truly inspirational there. And our race winner has just slipped on the podium. You hate to see it. Oh, and we got an American on the podium. You love to see it.
Wow.
What do you mean, well?
We had some good podiums with
I'm the
Swedes.
streamer here. I will kick you out, my guy. I can't hear you over my freedom.
How am I not free? I've got a missus, so kind of,
Anyway.
not wrong.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, let's get our podium finishers in here if we can.
I will invite. Are you inviting, or would you like me to?
I've invited them both. You can send them an invite as well, just in case they don't get mine.
Both.
Yeah, I sent it to both. I can't get Piney Tinas. He's on PC.
Oh, fair. He's probably glad about that after the end of that race.
I can't imagine how PT feels about that finish.
No.
I imagine he was. I feel like he was definitely saving fuel there too. How are you doing, Grunty?
Hello. I'm on the moon, mate. I'm chilling.
That was interesting.
You were P3 for pretty much the entire second stint of that race. No shame about it. But then coming out of the final corner, did you know that he had run out of fuel, or were you just being chilling and then you saw him going 40 miles an hour?
Breezy let me know when I was getting into the last sector, so I just used everything I had. Literally everything I had.
Good stuff. It was an exciting end for us. We loved that.
So did I, funnily enough.
Drastic Blaze has no mic, unfortunately.
Oh, that is tragic.
Does he have Xbox app on his phone? That'd work.
No, it won't work. The stream will not hear him.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, we will hear him in the party, but the stream will not hear him.
Hi, Cornish. Sorry.
Well, first two things I want to say are to our other drivers. Congratulations on the win tonight, Drastic Blaze. You had an incredible race. Could not have gone better for you. Best of luck to you next week when we head to Coda for the United States Grand Prix, the Freedom Grand Prix, if you will. And a congratulations to you as well, Piney Tinas. You had a fantastic qualifying effort and race. Unfortunately for you, you ran out of fuel in the final sector and ended up losing P2. Best of luck to you next week as well. And Grunty, just take us through qualifying in the race, honestly. Say whatever you haven't already said.
Honestly, I don't know. I kind of came into this, obviously, not thinking of, like, anything. I was thinking, yeah, let's just get some points. Obviously, qualified P6, which was the highest of all, like, the come-up Div 2 drivers, which I was quite happy with. Obviously, I'm just very cautious the whole race. You know, there was no need to push. There's a whole season ahead. It's the first race. Just chill out. And then, like, I got overtaken by someone at the start. I think it was, like, Bushman on Keel Invader. I can't remember who it was, but I was just chilling. And then, yeah, people just kept spinning around me. And getting penalties and stuff. And my idea was, right, keep it clean, keep it on the track, try and undercut. Obviously, I was in that battle with Invade and Verizon.
Verizon,
And
yeah.
I was like, what I'll do, I'll try and undercut him. So obviously managed to do that, gained about 3 seconds. I was like, sound, this is fantastic. And then just, yeah, cruised for the rest of the race. I was just kind of watching the battle ahead, really, and just seeing if I can maintain a gap to those ahead. And I kind of made it, like, within like a couple of seconds, managed to maintain it, which was quite good. And then, yeah, come out of the final sector, obviously Breezy was like, Red Bulls ran out of fuel. And I was like, push, push, push. And I was very scared he was going to swipe me. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I think I played too many 5-lappers. And, yeah, I managed to get him by obviously 5/10s, but he obviously had that penalty. So it felt like, I don't know, it felt really good. I just feel like I'm in a glass case in the ocean right now. It's really nice.
It was... Your second stint of the race there was very much run your own race and keep it clean, keep out of everybody's way. There was battles all around and you just sort of did your own thing. It was fantastic.
I was just like, da 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 da. Just, yeah. Got my inner Oscar Piastri in me and just somehow came from nothing to a podium. Gunning for that championship, mate. So, back to back.
How are you feeling about next week's race? 100% Kota?
I mean, Kota's bad enough as it is. I think everyone could agree, bar a couple. But yeah, the 100%. It's just going to be penalty heaven. Someone's going to get DQ'd. I can see it now.
I see that happening. Yes. Yep.
I can say at least 4 or 5 people getting DQ'd.
I don't reckon it'll be that many, but I reckon a couple will.
I don't mean in this division. I mean like overall.
Overall, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see, won't we?
I do quite like Kota as a track. It's quite fun.
It's penalty heaven, isn't it? I think we should just put it to reduce corner cutting because it's 100%.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, well. Oh, well.
All right. Well, if that's all, thank you for the interview, Grunty. Best of luck to you next week as we head to Circuit of the Americas for the USGP full distance race. I only just remembered. Goodbye to everyone. Good night. Thank you to all of you for tuning in, for the subscriptions, mainly gifted subscriptions. And tomorrow we will be doing it for Div 2. Our commentators, I believe, will be Aaron and someone else. I don't know. But thank you for watching. Goodbye and good night.